Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Talk Business with Suzette. Today we have a special one. Well, they're all special, but this one is extremely special. Today my special guest is going to be Artistic Decor Venue, the founder, here she is, the founder and managing director of a beautiful boutique venue located in Mississauga. We're going to be talking about opening up a business right before COVID and all the effects that it had on her business. Welcome, Elaine. Hi, Elaine.
Hi. Oh my gosh, I gotta turn this around.
There we go.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Fine, thanks. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I need
Thank
to
you for
follow
having
back.
me.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. I love the backdrop. I feel like
Thank you. I'm at the venue, yes. Our floor walls.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, I don't find thank you. Long day, but every day is long, you know. Because you know the
Yeah,
Yeah, so thank you
exactly.
so much for joining me today. I was just doing an intro that you're the founder and managing director of Artistic Decor Venue located in Mississauga. A very cute boutique venue. So we're going to be talking about opening your business right before COVID and all the effects that it had on your business and how you overcame them. All right, so we're going to get right into it. So introduce yourself and your business.
Sure. My name is Guylaine Adelson. My nickname is Elaine. I'm proudly of Haitian descent. I was born in Montreal, so I'm French speaking, but pretty much raised in GTA, more so in the West End. So lived in Brampton, Mississauga, Etobicoke. So I'm a West End kind of girl. And I am the founder and managing director of Artistic Decor. Artistic Decor is a very unique event space in Mississauga. We're at Queensway and Dixie. And we're unique in the sense that we provide a lot of convenient services for our clients. We have decors in-house, and we also connect our clients with a lot of different vendors so that they can have a really fabulous event without the headache that comes with planning an event, since we do a lot of the stuff in-house. So yeah, that's a
Wow,
little bit about
perfect.
the venue.
Yeah, I love the idea. I know we had spoke about it when I first met you. So, guys, as she mentioned, she has a lot of backdrops, a lot of decor that's inclusive of it. So you don't necessarily have to, source out any decor from another company. You can. That option is there, right? If they do want.
Yeah, the option is definitely there. I love to collaborate with other vendors in the industry, so I definitely leave it open. For the
Sure.
majority of the times, we just do it with our inventory, but we're open to use other people's inventory. We actually have a decor partner called Peachwood Events.
Oh, no.
They really help us out with the small weddings and the more elaborate events as well too. So we can't carry everything. So we welcome a lot of different people at our space too.
You have a lot already. I was just there last week, guys, and she has a lot of beautiful decor. And we're actually going to take a nice, quick virtual tour. And we're gonna take a look at all the, well, not all, but a lot of the decor that she has in place, because she does have a lot. So stay tuned for that, because we're going to do a virtual tour and see some of the stuff we have in store. So let's get right into it.
Yeah.
When did you open your venue? Sorry.
We had our first event in September 2019. So we worked on renovating and, making sure that we create this new venue with the vision that we had in mind, starting from June, and then went live in September. And we were starting January, we were booked back to back. So it's been a great experience. Yeah. Prior to that, I was doing decor rental for a year before, and it was just growing as I was working, my 9 to 5. I was just doing it on the side, and I had to make a decision whether to keep doing it or get serious with my decors. And I decided, what, if I'm going to do this, I would love to have it within my own space and just have the convenience of having all my decors in house so that I can do more, I can have more, and I can do it more efficiently so that I can have multiple events throughout the weekend. So.
And you know what, guys? I don't know if you know, but I used to be a decorator before, and it's a lot of work. I don't know if people understand the amount of work it is to move decor items back and forth from your space to the venue. But this idea is genius, and I sang your praises. Like when you told me of how you have all the decor right there, it's genius because now you're selling convenience more than anything, right? You obviously have a beautiful space. It's very versatile. You have a lot of gorgeous decor, but on top of that, you're selling convenience. So now your client doesn't necessarily have to go here, there, and everywhere, pay different delivery fees to different vendors. Everything's out in one location. So the idea is genius. I've told you so many times, and I'll continue to tell you. So I love the idea and the concept. It was really, really smart. So you'd open in September, and January, right till January, you were booked up. And then good old COVID came in March, and
Yes. March 15th, we're almost there, almost 1 year anniversary from that day. I remember like it was yesterday. It was a scary, scary day to watch the news, and my phone was just blowing up. My emails were blowing up. Like I had hundreds of bookings. When I say we were booked, and people who been following us from way before would know that every weekend we had 3 to 4 events and everything just regularly, and then we would have sometimes photo shoots or different events during the week. So when COVID hit, it was very scary. I didn't know what to do. People would call me crying. It's pretty traumatizing. But I had to, but I had to kind of, keep it together and just, find a solution that works for me and works for my clients. So it was tough, especially at the very beginning, the first couple of months. But after that, I was like, well, this is not something that's just gonna go away anytime soon. So I need to find a solution, and I need to pivot, as everybody says, right? So.
Of course, and I think that's one of the things with running a business, right? We can plan for. I just wrote about it this morning. Plan for the worst, hope for the best, right? So no one ever saw COVID is not something that came kind of slowly worked its way in. It just came boom, and the whole place shut down within a few weeks. So tell me about your pivot, right? So I can imagine, because people are having weddings or having special events here, how did you go about handling that? So a client would call you and they're stressed out because everything's shut down. Like, what did you actually do to pivot that to be able to accommodate your clients and yourself as well?
Yeah, so when everything happened in March, and I started calling all my clients and figure out, what is the best approach. So I did let everybody know that I'm going to be flexible with, their event date. I didn't want to cancel everything and have deposits and everything lost. So I told them everything would be postponed to a time that we would be able to run event. We would also have to, change the way that we do event once everything sort of opened up. So a lot of my clients postponed their event for August, which is when we went back to stage 3. So we had a lot of different postponed events at that time. And then we had to think of other ideas too, because there was a lot of talks about the stage 2 and that it would be worse and it would be longer. So our idea was to use the inventory that we have to go into an industry that we're not really used to, which is the wedding industry. Like our events were more social events. So we were popular for the bridal showers, the baby showers, and birthdays, engagement parties, but not so much wedding because it is in a smaller space. It's a small, intimate space. It takes about 50 people. But with COVID, that's exactly what you would need if you want to get married within these times, is a small, intimate space and again, we have the convenience of having decor, so that's great for them as well too. So our biggest pivot was really to focus on those micro weddings and just offering a new service for us, which is us. It's actually been good for us because we've entered a whole new industry, and it's a very large one, right? The wedding industry, as you know, as a decorator, like it's great that we were able to do that. We only had a few very small weddings pre-COVID, but now that everything opened, a lot of people are considering our space for weddings. And we also was able to get featured on Wedlocks and Toronto Today's Bride magazine. Yeah, so we have some print publications coming up featuring the space. So lots of opportunities did come through because of COVID, and also because we didn't give up. We pivoted and we looked at different avenues, and we pitched our ideas to a few people, and we were able to get published that way. So.
Oh, perfect. Well, guys, I don't know if you know, they're like one of Canada's largest wedding magazine. Gorgeous things in that magazine, and not anybody gets published in it. So congratulations. That's a huge milestone. So, one thing that I admire is that you didn't just shut down, because I'm pretty sure that was an option to shut down, right? You could have just locked up shop and just...
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Waited, roughed it out, but instead you pivoted, right? Which is something that's really important to a lot of small businesses. A lot of people felt that, no, I don't do weddings, so I'm just going to shut down. You actually said, okay, let me tap into a different market and let me continue and adjust, right? You just kind of like a GPS, you just, you know, redirected at your business. I love that. So now you do a lot of micro weddings. We can talk a bit about that after, but while we have a number of people on here, I want to show them your gorgeous stuff, your space. So guys, for anyone just joining now, speaking with Elaine, she is the managing director and founder of Artistic Decor Venue located in Mississauga. She offers convenience wherein a lot of decor is offered in-house at the venue itself. She holds up to 50 people seated. Is that
up to 50, right?
Yeah, up to 50 people. So now we're going to take a nice tour. She took out some backdrops, some lovely backdrops, so we can take a look at it. So go ahead and show us your stuff and tell us about, yeah.
Okay, sure. I'm going to turn the camera around. Okay, so one of the different concepts about artistic decor is that we have design themes. So you can have a floral design, or you can have something that's a little bit more fun, like a jungle design or different types of floral design, right? So I'll just walk through some of the different themes that we have. This is what I was sitting behind, which is our floral wall. This is the front of the venue. It's a lounge area. So we have a lot more of those velvet couch. They're actually more at the back, but this is kind of a look of how it looks like. The front, this is an example of a wedding arc that we sometimes use for a micro wedding.
Yeah.
We do some personalized welcome signs. So these are 2 easels and an example of a sign.
Beautiful.
This is our bar area. So if people normally serve food at the first 2 tables and then drinks on the side here, and then the bar back there is a place where we normally decor to the theme, and then the bottom 2 rows we leave it for our customers to store all their things. So we don't have a full kitchen, but we have a kitchenette, so it has all of the essentials on that side too, but it's usually blocked off.
Yeah.
So usually there would be tables and chairs in this area, but I set it up so that I can show my different backdrops. But so you can see we have the Chiavari chairs, and we use these glass white tables for events. So I'll start off with this fun one. So this is a popular one for baby showers, and it's also used for first birthday shoots or any fun different shoots. And we have a really big swing chair and different things that can go with it, or grass, like just lots of different props that can also be used with this one.
Yeah.
And this one is what we call a red rose backdrop. So this one, sometimes we add a little bit more roses. We can put a neon sign in the middle there. We have lots of them.
Beautiful.
And then this is our cherry blossom one. This is actually one of our most popular ones. We stand here. So that actually has paper flowers onto cherry blossom flowers. So this is actually, the paper flowers is how I started this business. It's a different story, because I never went into this, you know, like I never always thought that I was going to be a decorator or a venue owner growing up. Like this sort of just happened. I was going through a situation where I was focusing on healing and grieving because I lost a immediate family member. And I had another business that I sold and started to do this. It started off by just creating backdrops with these paper flowers, because it was kind of my therapeutic way of dealing with it, was just creating different arts and craft. And then it just kind of flew into what it is today. So I think it's really important to be passionate about whatever you decide to open your business about, because I guess COVID is a really good example. Like, yeah, I keep going on because I have a strong passion for it. I have a strong love for it. And I feel great when I'm, you know, when I'm at the event space and I see other people celebrating their event. Like, it just brings a really nice energy in the room that I needed at that time when I was dealing
Oh, for sure. It looks great,
right?
You can see the passion coming out. You can tell that was handcrafted and beautifully crafted at that too, right? So you can actually see the passion, and it looks beautiful. So you designed all of these?
Yes, these are all of my designs. They're all done from scratch. I put them all together. We have 18 different themes that we can create. 18, yes, we have a design catalog. I just took out a couple of our centerpieces, but we have tons that are stored at the back where you see the barn door here. It's a separate space. So yeah, so we created 18 themes. The idea was to kind of give inspiration as to how your event could look like using our inventory. And then sometimes our customers will kind of pick and choose and create their own. But customers really like the idea of a design catalog because they don't really have to design it from scratch. They see an idea that they like and we copy it and we make it their own, right? So
That's
that is
beautiful.
that. And the last thing I'll show about the venue is our photo booth, which is a really popular activity during an event. Turn it on.
I thought it was a mirror. When I came, I was
I use it as a mirror. I was like, and my ring light.
You can't see how big it is, but it's huge.
It is massive. It's a mirror touchscreen photo booth. This is from an old event here. So we can do 4x6s or we can do 2 large 4x6s. We send these individual output pictures to our clients. And then we also send the individual, we send the individual pictures as well too. So it's a very fun photo booth. It's all interactive. Nobody needs to stand next to it.
Oh, perfect.
You touch the star and there's funny messages and you can see me, right? So, when you see yourself and everything, it's a really fun activity during events.
Oh, that
so
is
the output. Yeah, and then you can write on it too.
Oh,
so
the
output of it too.
On the picture?
You can write on the picture.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and then our customers can pick a design that matches their theme. So if you're, for example, this is like the lemon theme, the jungle one. So it prints to.
It prints out right on the spot.
It prints out right on the spot. So it's an option that's available. Yeah, so we tell our customers instead of having a sign-in book, just bring an album, and then they will just, because especially these ones, they print 2 of the same pictures. So to paste one in their album, and then their guest can keep one.
Yeah,
so that's a nice little giveaway as well too. Yeah.
And so are these standard? Like, is the photo booth something standard in a package, or can people build their packages? Like, how does that part work?
So the photo booth is standard digitally for 1 hour, but when it comes to prints and templates and multiple hour use, then it's an add-on.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, has something different.
Yeah. And there's games and everything too. You can play with it too, and like songs that you can play with it too. These are all add-ons.
Oh, that is perfect. I love it. It's like it's so interactive. So it's not like your standard photo booth where you just take pictures and go. You can write on it, you can customize it, talks to you, and you can put. That is so cute. Yeah, I can see it there. Oh, and it prints right on the picture.
It'll print it right away. You can even assign a little stamp. Let's say if you have a logo or a hashtag that you guys use, it'll have a selection of different stamps that the customer would choose, and then you can stamp it on the picture too.
Oh, wow. That is so genius. I love the idea. I absolutely love it. I can imagine how people just, they come and they see that. I told you, like I said, when I came there, I thought it was a mirror. The camera. So, and I love the fact it's so interactive. That's really great. And then all the decor. So you have 18 backdrops, you said. 18, designs or backdrops, like styles?
Oh, not backdrops, sorry. I have 18 different themes.
Themes, okay. So, and they range from baby showers to bridal showers, birthdays, now weddings.
Yes, yeah.
Wow, I love the idea. So, thank you so much for sharing that. Everything's beautiful. Everyone's commenting how gorgeous it is in there. Like, guys, it's a beautiful space, and I love the fact that it has high ceilings. So you're taking pictures, even like with your phone, it's really bright and eerie. And then it's versatile. So if you wanted the room plain because you had seminars there as well, right?
Right. Yeah, we've had networking events, seminars. Yeah, those I really like those ones. Yeah.
I love the versatility and the convenience of it. It's such a great idea. Like, kudos to you, man. I keep telling you, and I'll tell you like 100 times more. Great idea, because I love how everything is so convenient. That's what you have to offer nowadays, right? There's so many venues out there. There's so many decor people out there. There's so many companies offering photo booths, but everything is in one space. Love it. So, going back to business now, you talked about pivoting to doing weddings. How has that been going for you so far? And like, what typically is included with the wedding now? Like, how many people can you service at a micro wedding?
Yeah, so the Peel region is still under a lockdown where we've been moved to the gray lockdown, but it's pretty much the same when it comes to gatherings. So the maximum amount of people that we can have at the space is 10. That doesn't include the vendors. So myself and the photographer, efficient, and whoever else is setting up something wouldn't be included, but they normally, aside from the efficient and the photographer, they would normally leave the room to make sure that it's a small count.
Okay.
The package itself includes 2 hours of the venue. It includes a photographer, 20 prints, the efficient, the decors, a photo booth with 20 prints. So it's a quick package. A lot of people are choosing these options just as a temporary solution. They know that they want to have the big wedding, but they don't want the stress of, picking something, with the stress of, having to deal with COVID and the uncertainty of picking a date and whatnot. So they're choosing to do this now so that they can, have what they have planned at that date, and then later on they're going to go into the details. I had one lady who they bought a house in the summer. They were supposed to get married, and they really wanted to start a family. And she decided, okay, I want to get married. Let's have this event. I'm still going to use my dress that I was going to wear at my big wedding. And then she just called me the other day. She's like, oh, I'm expecting and everything too. So it's just a nice solution for people to kind of just move on with their lives during these uncertain times, because we don't know where we're at right now. Like if she's planning something big, it's really risky. Like I don't see us moving more than 50 guests for a long time, right? So.
Fortunately, but I love the fact that it's not only a nice solution; it's a great alternative and a beautiful one too. Because again, everything, a lot of decor companies are shut down right now because it's not even worthwhile for them to be doing these micro weddings. So that's another thing that you have over everybody else, is that you're still able to accommodate with such beautiful look. It's not like going to City Hall where you just, in a room.
Yeah, that's what they always they always say. Like, this is a better solution than going to City Hall.
Yeah, so kudos to you. So in terms of COVID, is there what are some things that you learned in terms of facing the adversaries of COVID?
Well, when everything happened in March, the venue was my main source of income. Again, I quit my 9 to 5 to fully go into this project. So it was really scary. I didn't have any other source of income. And when I was looking around at the venue, I'm like, this is just now a liability. Like, what do I do next? And I have a commercial lease, and I signed for 5 years, and I just started the venue. It was really scary from a financial aspect. So I had to really think outside the box. And not only, I felt like I needed more than just the pivot solution for my business. I needed different streams of income. So I actually ended up going back into the workforce. I'm now a digital marketing manager at a large tech company. So I was open to different streams of income. So I strongly encourage people that are going through a rough time to kind of look at different avenues of what you can do during these times that are not necessarily related to your business, but something that can help you go through all of this financially, just to give you a bit of peace of mind. So that's one of the biggest things. But it actually turned out to be a blessing for me, because now that I am working 9 to 5, I don't really have time to really manage the venue as much as I used to before, because we're still busy in the sense that we have the micro weddings, like I mentioned, and we have the photo shoots, right? So we still need to have somebody manage all of this. So I decided to bring in a team. Before I had a team, but it was very different in the sense that they would come in and set up the tables and set up the backdrop and just do more of the hands-on things that the venue needed. And then all of the marketing and the strategy and the finance was all on me. But now I've actually gave those responsibility to, or I should say delegated those responsibility to a team of people. So it's something that's new for me, but I think is a good new learning, because if I do want to expand, and I do want to have a lot of different venues within the city, within different cities, right? So if I'm going to do that, then I need to know how to have a team that would manage the venue the way that I would like it to be managed, right? So it's teaching me how to manage the venue in that way.
Yeah, and multiple. Well, first of all, thank you for sharing that. I want to address the going back to work part. A lot of times, especially business owners, we have this sort of pride, even myself included. I had that sort of pride where I'm like, no, it's going backwards for me to go and work for somebody after I've been doing my own business. But
Yeah,
it's okay because the
yeah,
ego and the pride gets in the way and you're financially sink yourself, and then it's gonna be harder for you to come out of it. So I like the fact that you were you're aware of it, and you didn't try to fight it and try to, like, as my mom would say, beat a dead horse. You said, you know what, this is what happened, let me roll the punches and get another
yeah,
space. It's not going to be something forever, right? Because obviously you have this beautiful venue to manage, and whenever things get back to half normal, I don't think it's ever going to get normal, but
yeah.
then you have the option of going back full time. The other thing I wanted to talk about is the team part. So that's another big thing with a lot of small business owners. Um, we struggle with trusting people on our
Mhm.
team. And it's like our business is our baby. We know the
Yeah,
sweat, the blood, the tears, the hours when everybody's sleeping at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. We're up, we're replying to emails, we're posting, we're doing all kind of things for our business. So our business is our baby, and so we become very defensive of it and very protective of it. And it's hard to open up and to let others or entrust others to come and help us with our business. Walk me through how you went about finding the right team. So, like, if some of your standards or some of the things you looked for in terms of growing a team, because that's a really big thing for a lot of small business owners.
it is. It is a really big thing. Again, I when I created the venue, I wanted it to be my vision. I was very particular about how everything was organized, so I just didn't feel comfortable assigning anything to anybody. So it was a really big step for me to ask help in that way. So I did send out a notice on my page saying that, hey, I'm looking for a project manager. If you are interested, please link up with me on LinkedIn. And I decided to use LinkedIn as my tool because I wanted to see their background. I wanted to see if they had any recommendation. I really wanted to get an understanding of them from a professional standpoint. It wasn't really the time to hire somebody who is, passionate about decors or anything like that. It was more so the back end work, right? So I wanted somebody who is sort of like that had that experience to be part of my team. So I got a few requests through my LinkedIn page, and I had a few interviews, and luckily, like I have a great project manager. Her name is Patricia Bose, and she's amazing. We have meetings 3 times a week on Zoom, and she keeps me organized. And she's such a blessing. Like I'm so happy to have her. And now we also have an intern that's on board, and we're just able to just divide all of the work. And it's so much better that way. And I really wanted somebody who's a proactive thinker. So when I was asking my interview questions, I did ask scenario questions to see how she would answer those and to see if it was aligned with what I wanted for the venue. Because I have a lot of projects that I have in my mind. I just need help executing them. So it's nice to have somebody who's, organized and that can keep everything on track for me.
That's great to hear. I know when you have a creative mind, like ideas, like you can't even finish one idea before like 10 more come in. So I know exactly what you're talking about. So guys, if you're just
Yeah.
tuning in, speaking with Elaine, she is the managing director and founder of Artistic Decor venue located in Mississauga. Beautiful venue space. They host micro weddings, baby showers. So you still do baby showers, like you still do other events, right? Just on a small scale. Okay. So she
We
does.
do. So yeah, sorry, I was just going to mention that even during COVID, the next stage would be going into the red zone for the Peel area, and that's where we're going to be able to have social gatherings with 10 people. So what we do during that stage is that we have drop by baby showers and drop by bridal showers or events. So it would be a group of 10 people max that would come in, or 9, I guess. They would kind of come in and say hi to the mom to be and everything, drop their gifts, eat something, talk, mingle for an hour, and then there's another group of people who come in. So you're still going to have that event with the pictures and all that stuff, and then the food and the gifts and everything, but it'll just be broken down so that we only have a limited amount of people at the venue.
It's
So
like
it's
a
kind of our next step.
a rotation drop in. I love that idea. That's genius.
Yeah, we did two of them, and then it was nice. People appreciate it because it's still something that you're able to do, right? So
Yeah. Oh, that's
yeah.
good. My niece was having a baby. She's up. Well, she has a baby now, but she had to cancel for that same reason, and I didn't know that was an option. So, or else I would have just told her to have it there. But that's a great idea. So it's less stressful too, like instead of having everybody in one room. So that's a great idea. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing that. Just one other thing in closing. I think you already touched on it already in terms of just saying something encouraging for businesses that are facing challenges of COVID. You pivoted in so many ways with the micro weddings, with this baby showers, like what would you call this? A rotating drop-in.
Yeah, the drop-ins, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so many things that you pivoted during COVID. Is there anything that you would say, in addition to what you already said, that would be encouraging to small business owners in terms of, keeping their business going and keeping their head up and staying positive?
Yeah, I would say that this is just, it's a hard time for everybody mentally. And it's so, so important to take care of yourself during this time. I've had lots of up and downs. A lot of people see the pretty pictures on my Instagram or on my website and they think that everything is like, and easy or I'm happy or and everything. But honestly, I've gone through all the different emotions throughout COVID. So I would say take care of yourself. Like I actually had to write a list of things that makes me happy that I have to do during these times, or else I'm just I get stuck in a rut. So
Yeah.
whether it's, making sure, okay, I listen to music at that time, or I write on in a journal or my planner, or light a candle, or have a bubble bath. Like I have a list of things that I need to do to take care of myself, because it's really hard. And there are days where I just want to, give up or do anything. So I refer back to like my list so that I don't, stay in that negative mind space.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's so hard. Like once you fall into it, right, it's so hard to come out of it. So that's really good advice. Thank you so much, Elaine, for sharing everything you shared. Your beautiful space, guys. I'm gonna post this live on my Instagram TV. So if you missed it, we got a beautiful tour of our 224 venue located in Mississauga. Beautiful venue space. Right now, we're doing 10 people at the venue. Hopefully, we can open up to more. I'm saying we, like I'm there with you. Hopefully, sooner than later, we can have you can have more people at the venue. But right now, you offer the backdrops, photo booth, beautiful settings. You also have table settings and everything too, right? You have the charger and yeah. So much beautiful space. Absolute gorgeous. It's very versatile. So I will tag you in it so you guys can take a look. Head over to her page and follow her. If you're having an event, or if you know anybody that's having an event, she has a lot of great ideas that can accommodate the restrictions of COVID. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they disappear eventually. Who knows? But thank you so much for sharing everything, your space and your experience and your story with us. I do appreciate it. A lot of great feedback on our live today. Thank you, everyone. Lots of hearts and beautiful comments about the space. Thank you so much. Guys, thank you for joining us today. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. Thanks, Blaine.
Thank you, Suzette. Have a good night. Bye, guys.